This is the episode Kolsch versus Kolsch. If you remember, talked a few weeks ago about coming back on and actually doing a comparison of the Kolsch that I brewed with Kosch Yeast versus the Kolsch that I brewed in March. This was from December 13th. This is from March, I believe 27th, March 27th, using Nottingham. So let's give it a shot. The formulas are identical otherwise, other than the yeast. So let's give it a shot and see how they compare. This again is the Kosch yeast. And you know, with Kosch yeast, it's hard to get a clear beer, but I've had no problems at all getting a nice clear beer. Of course, I go through a secondary, and that certainly helps. Okay, this is the Nottingham. I'd say the head is about the same. I would say the Nottingham one is probably just a little cloudier. The color is very close. So, cheers. This is the Kosch Yeast. You know, and Kolsch has a real mild aroma. It has a great flavor. I love the Kolsch flavor. It's just 9 pounds of Pilsner grain. That's good stuff. Okay, and now we'll give the Nottingham a shot. I would say there's less of an aroma with this. Yeah. Yes, it's much more subdued aroma. The flavor is very similar. It's a very, the thing about the Kolsch, it's a very mild beer to begin with a pretty clean finish. But I would say that the Kosch yeast has just a little more flavor to it. And if you've used the Kosch yeast before, I think you know what I'm talking about when you can kind of tell the difference in just the yeast. Now this is just very mild. Does not have quite the same flavor. It's very good. But if you are used to drinking something that's made with Kosch yeast, I think you'll pick up right away that as far as an aftertaste, there really isn't one. It's almost very lagery, very clean finish. Where the Kolsch with the Kosch yeast, you get that very smooth flavor and mild, and it has a good finish, and then you can pick up on the flavor difference. It's just very subtle difference between the two. And when I went to all grain is when I started using the Kosch yeast. Before that I was doing beer kits from Brewers Best, and they were using the Nottingham yeast as their yeast. So, you know, perfectly acceptable. I prefer the Kosch yeast, so I think in the future, and there's nothing wrong with this, it tastes good. So if you want to make this with the all grain recipe that I put out there a while back, go ahead, you'll like it. You can use the Nottingham yeast, it's a great beer. But I've really got a thing for this Kolsch with the Kosch yeast, and it's kind of grown on me over the last few years. So this is the one I'll probably continue to make in the future, and I'll just have to bite the bullet and, you know, run 30 miles to get some liquid Kolsch yeast. So anyway, that's kind of it. Very similar. Either beer really acceptable and would be great beers for you to give to folks that come over in the summer. Great summer beer. And now all I have to do is finish them. So I hope you guys have a great Homebrew Wednesday, a great week, and cheers. This has been a Matty Boy presentation. Say bye-bye, Matty.